Hi everyone, I'm Padmaja Tiwari. I have been married for more than 10 years now. I have a little kid who is 4 years old, and I have done my school education from both Gurgaon and from Lucknow. And after that, I have done BTech Mechanical from NIT Raipur. I have been working with Siemens for more than 10 years now. I joined it in 2014 as a process engineer. I worked for a couple of projects for around 8 years or so, and for last 2 years I then shifted to green hydrogen. Currently I'm responsible for the transformation of industry team, and which consists of the green hydrogen generation and the gas treatment part. So basically during my college years I was really fascinated by subjects like fluid mechanics, heat transfer, heat exchangers, thermodynamics. So when the company Reliance Infrastructure came, I was really interested in this particular company because I thought that I will get all these opportunities because of so many fluids actually the power plant has, and then this would be a good opportunity for me to jump into the industry itself. Then after a while, I shifted to green hydrogen because again it was an upcoming sector, and we also used to call it the new energy business. So ultimately it is the future of the energy, and I wanted to be from early on the part of future energy business. So basically, as you would understand, that decarbonization is going to play a really important role in the future. uh, Throughout the world everybody is talking about this decarbonization. There is a Paris agreement as per which we need to make sure that we do not exceed 1.5 degrees Celsius. Now green hydrogen is actually really important for, especially we call it hard to abate sectors, or the sectors which cannot be electrified, like steel and cement sector. Further, green hydrogen also plays a really important role in energy storage through power to X. Now, what is power to X? So basically, when you capture this renewable energy, you convert it into hydrogen, and then this hydrogen can be converted to any other chemical like methanol, ammonia, some things like that, and then they can be stored in chemical forms and can be utilized afterwards. So basically, it plays a really important role with respect to this. And now, when we talk about the challenges, obviously, because this is a new technology, it is a little bit expensive as of now. So it is important that we establish, the policies and the framework in each and every country, or in various countries at least, so that the support funding and the support from the various industry players can be provided, so that they get the support from the government and they make sure that the offtake for this green hydrogen is available. So this is really important. Also, the infrastructure for the green hydrogen also needs to develop. Currently it is not so much there. So when we talk about infrastructure, it is also about generating green hydrogen, it is also about transporting green hydrogen, it is also about the storage of green hydrogen and for the use of green hydrogen. So all this infrastructure really needs to be established so that this hydrogen economy can be formulated. When we talk about combined cycle power plants, as we know, we are more and more going to be dependent on the renewable sector. So when we are going to be dependent on the renewable sector, the renewable energy is not a continuous source of energy. So it comes and it goes. It depends on the weather condition. It depends on whether the sun is there or not. It will not be available during the winter season. So things like that. So for the combined cycle power plant, it is really important that they are flexible. So they have a faster startup, faster load change, faster shutdown. So these are the things which we are also as Siemens Energy trying to establish, and these are the things which are also going to play a very important role in the energy transition, especially related to the combined cycle power plant. Then other than this also, it is important that we try to make the combined cycle power plant also more and more efficient. So for this we are also doing a lot of research to make the gas turbines also more efficient, also the rest of the processes in the BOP also more efficient. Further, the next thing which we are doing is that we are trying to make sure that our gas turbines can be fired with hydrogen. So we are also doing a lot of R&D in making sure that most of our gas turbines can be fired in hydrogen, either blended with natural gas or 100% hydrogen also. So we are also targeting this. Now these are the efforts which we are trying to put in so that hydrogen is also possible to be utilized in the combined cycle power plant. Basically, obviously, I mean, more or less, most of the workplaces currently, as I see, have been male dominated. But the main thing is that you are able to basically apply yourself with respect to the knowledge you have. You do not see yourself as a person who is maybe a woman and you have colleagues who are men. You should not see this kind of aspect, at least in your behavior. You should try to maintain a contact where you also do not differentiate in interacting with male colleagues and female colleagues. You should make sure that you develop yourself very well technically. uh, you try to learn more and more things. You try to get involved in more and more projects and more technologies, more and more systems. You should interact with the male colleagues openly also, and you will see that when you have developed that technical know-how, you will not see that there will be a lot of differentiation, because people will have to come to you because you have that particular technical expertise. So with respect to any business, I would say that women have a unique perspective, uh, because they go into detail. They are very meticulous. Secondly, I feel that the women are more organized and more systematic. So it also helps a lot with respect to managing the work and managing the business. I also feel that the women are more open to discussions. They want to work in a team, therefore they interact with the team more. They also try to get the perspective of their team members, and then they finally implement it into their work. This is also really important that all the team members' perspective is taken care, especially for the team lead position. So I feel uh, women therefore are also more suitable for such kind of roles, because they would like to really understand each and every one's perspective and not just implement whatever they think is right. So in general, I would say that these are some of the steps which already Siemens or Siemens Energy is already taking, but this would also help, I think, other organizations. First is to focus on, when we are hiring freshers from college, we focus that we also hire women from the college. We just do not, simply hire men from the colleges. We hire women, we hire girls from the colleges. Then the second thing is we make sure that during the lateral hiring also, we do not just get from our talent acquisition team just the male resumes. We make sure that in each and every step we have sufficient opportunities for women as well. So we take sufficient amount of candidates for lateral hiring for women also. The third step is that we should promote women for the uh, project lead position or the team lead position, irrespective of their gender. The fourth thing is that we want to make sure that the women who have maybe some family responsibility also, if we want to retain those kind of women, we need to make sure that we have a hybrid setup or we have a flexible setup. So I'm not just talking about a hybrid setup but also a flexible setup. So with respect to the timing, there is a flexibility which is required, and also with respect to the requirement that when a person would request, a person who is performing well would request work from home, that kind of flexibility has to be provided by the organization. So that would also motivate the women to actually stay within the organization. uh, then I think there would be various steps which would be further required, but yeah, I think this would really help. Then I want to make sure that I become a good role model for the women, and I would like to do it by promoting the culture of knowledge and culture of learning. So I want to make sure that the people uh, tend to learn more and more things during their career growth, and that is how I would want to become a role model. I would like to be somebody who keeps on learning new things, who keeps on applying new things, who keeps on developing herself. And I also want to promote this knowledge sharing culture and this learning sharing culture, and this is what I have been currently also doing. So yeah, so that is how I would like to be a role model for the women. As a legacy, I would like to really, be remembered for a person who really promotes learning. I want to make sure that my team members, uh, whenever they have a growth opportunity, they find that growth opportunity, they are able to apply that growth opportunity. Whenever they come to me requesting for a training, requesting for a learning opportunity, I'm able to provide that learning opportunity. I would like to be really supportive in the development of the new people and the people who are coming to the organization, and I would like to be remembered as a person who promotes such kind of growth with respect to the team. So I feel, I think, as I mentioned, when you come to organization, it is really important that you invest sufficient time in learning the tools and learning the technology which is existing in the organization. It is not about learning these things during the stipulated time of work hours. If you really want to grow, if you really want to shine, you should go beyond the work hours. You should find out the free time that you have, and then you should try to master the skills for which you are hired for, or for the skills where you see your future growth and future opportunity. So I would always suggest that when I joined, I used to, at times, I used to keep on learning and learning even after my office hours were over. And that is how I learned various tools like T3000 or Commos, because I really put in the additional effort which was required to be put in to learn a new tool. Because a new tool is something, uh, the the manager could be expecting that you would automatically start producing results maybe after 1 month of formal training, but that is always not the case. It requires more time and more effort to actually learn a new skill. So I would always tell the new generation that they should focus really on spending a lot of time in learning and developing themselves. Yeah, so what I like about Energy Dozen is that there are women from various industries with the wide range of experience, and it is not just a platform to motivate other women, but it is also a platform which really motivates me when I see such kind of successful and motivated women, and who have really performed well throughout their career journey, and who are willing to become role models for others. So I feel this is a very fantastic platform which really combines the energy of all these women together, and then we can take a next step to motivate the other women into the energy industry. Now when it comes on how we can utilize this platform, I would say that we should firstly make sure that we project whatever experience is already available within the industry, and we project this experience into colleges, into various companies which are already existing, so that we can motivate the women to actually come forward and move forward with respect to their career. I think it is important that we also highlight the kind of policies these companies are having, so that the women also feel more motivated in joining the organization. And obviously, the career growth which the women have achieved, if they could get an insight into that career, if they could get a forum where the discussion, a one-to-one kind of discussion or a group discussion can be organized with young women, that would also be a good opportunity for the young women to really get inspired and learn from what career the experienced colleagues have.